There was a dog. It was standing firmly in the middle of the road, staring down a road. The sirens sounded, the tires screeched, and then the unimaginable happened. The fire engine, the golden retriever, was drenched and trembling, but it did not move. Its fur was clung to its body, and its eyes were wide, fixed on the engine, as if it knew exactly what it was doing. It was early in the morning in Asheville, North Carolina, and Station 46 had just received an emergency call about a structure fire on the edge of town. Flames were seen from a neighboring field. Standard dispatch had observed nothing unusual up until this moment. The driver, Marcus, leaned on the horn twice, but nothing happened. Elena, the paramedic, noted that the dog wasn't just standing there, it was waiting. Marcus gingerly hopped out of the truck, and the dog did not run away. Instead, it took 3 steps back, barked once loudly and sharply, and then turned and darted down a dirt trail beside the road. After that, it stopped and glanced back without saying a word. Marcus took the medical bag, and he and Elena continued to follow the route as it wound its way through the wet trees and broken branches. The odor of smoke became more intense with each step, and suddenly they witnessed him beyond a shed that had fallen. A guy in his mid-60s was stuck behind a collapsed beam, with half of his body burnt. He was barely awake, and one of his legs was immobilized. He was wheezing from the smoke, and the dog ran to his side, howling and pacing anxiously. Elena radioed for another person to assist him. Marcus knelt next to the man, whose name was Thomas Bell. He lived alone in a small off-grid cabin. A lightning strike had set the roof ablaze a few hours earlier. When the fire spread, the structure collapsed. Marcus had attempted to crawl out of the cabin, but he collapsed just feet away from safety. The dog, which was unharmed and had no collar or tag, had run over a mile to find assistance and stood in the middle of a highway to get it. They cut the beam and stabilized Thomas while they loaded him onto the stretcher. The retriever attempted to jump in the back of the rescue vehicle, but no one stopped it. He was taken to the hospital. In addition to suffering from smoke inhalation and shattered ribs, Thomas drifted in and out of consciousness after the incident. The prognosis was guarded, but the dog never left the hospital doors. It waded through the rain, rejecting food, and keeping its eyes fixed on the emergency entrance. On the second night, Thomas woke the dog, and he yelled out, "Where is Finn?" The nurse phoned Elena, who brought the dog inside. When Thomas heard his name, the retriever jumped onto the hospital bed and nuzzled his chest. Thomas weakly touched his fur and muttered, "You found them. You brought them." Elena brought the dog inside. Elena's eyes began to well up with tears as she watched Thomas make rapid progress over the course of the following week. The nurses swore that his vital signs remained stable whenever Finn was present in the room. Thomas later explained that he had released Finn during the fire in the hope that he would run away and survive. He never imagined that the dog would do more than that, and he never imagined that Finn would save his life when Thomas was discharged from healthcare. Some heroes wear helmets and uniforms, but others have golden fur, tenacious hearts, and the guts to stop a fire engine. Finn followed closely behind, just as he had done each and every time since the beginning of time. Occasionally, in a world that is filled with noise, loyalty does not require words. A dog's unspoken demonstration of affection serves as a reminder that genuine heroes do not seek attention. Rather, they just appear when it is necessary.